Well, it's been a nice string of quiet weather across the area for the past several days, but it's going to turn active again, especially those who are across western Wyoming. A very impressive snowstorm setting up there. Will be some impacts across most of the area, though. Start with our highlights like we always do. These are winter storm watches. These haven't changed much when we issued them this afternoon. You can see the whole area, most of the western mountains there. Also includes places like Pinedale. I know that's not in the map. After up toward Alpine, also the Jackson Valley under this as well. All these have the same start and end time. Starts at 5 p.m. on Friday. This goes through 5 p.m. on Sunday right now, but I could see this being extended through Sunday night, maybe into Monday, as a few of the mile runs are showing a pretty good area of snow, some heavy snow, especially across this area as late towards Sunday night into the first part of Monday. Now there will be a windy part to the system as well. That's going to be the main pack for those of us east of the divide. This starts Thursday night, goes through Friday night, but strongest winds here will probably be during Friday afternoon. We're not going to see a ton of wind probably through most of the night on Thursday night. You can see strongest winds here around Casper, especially the south side down toward Wyoming Boulevard. It's Hat 6 road wind gusts to 60, maybe 70 miles per hour there. Also anywhere 40 to 50, basically anywhere from Muddy Gap, Jeffrey City up toward Casper as well. Most other areas not seeing a ton of wind unless you're in the mountains. Now as we head toward Friday night to Saturday night, this will probably be the windiest period for most of us. See gusts to 60, maybe 70 miles per hour on Casper. Widespread gusts to 40 or 50 across much of this corridor, maybe up to 35 or 40 here across portions of I-80. Higher elevations obviously seeing, but I want to draw your attention to this, especially across western portions of the state. You can see wind gusts, especially in the Jackson Valley, those of you north of the airport where it's open, it tends to blow pretty good up in here. Wind gusts to 30, 40 miles per hour, that's snow falling. It's not going to be any fun to be traveling through this area. A lot of blowing and drifting snow. Also decent wind possible across Togety Pass as well as Teton Pass. So lots of extra time if you have to be traveling in that area. Now, moving on to the thing everybody wants to know about, how much snow we're going to get. Probabilistic stuff to start with, at least this much snow, I think. Now, this goes from Friday afternoon. The snow probably won't start till about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, then going through Monday evening when the heaviest snow is probably going to end. There will be some light snow continuing after this. At least, I'd say 8 to 12 inches across the western valleys, Jackson Valley, the Star Valley. Now, obviously, where you draw your attention to. Up in here. Tetons, also the higher elevations of the Salt Wyoming Range, western Wind Rivers. Portions of the highest elevations here, I think at least seeing 3 feet through this time period, so a lot of fresh powder piling up across the ski resorts up here. You have some really good skiing conditions there, if you can get there. Maybe 3 inches around Pinedale. See how this drops as you head south, though, about 2 inches around Kemmerer. If things set up right, none of the snow really jumps the divide. Could just be a windy, dry period across portions east of the divide. Now, likely highest amount we'll see. These really impressive colors here. This is the highest our scale goes to. That's from anywhere from about 3 feet up to 4 feet. Wouldn't be surprised if some of these areas, if some banding sets up, they can pick up over 50 inches of snow during this time period. Where people live in the valleys, about maybe a maximum of about 12 to 18 inches across the Star Valley as well as the Jackson Valley, maybe closer to 2 feet as you head toward Moran. Maybe up to a foot around Pinedale, 4 inches around Big Piney, lesser amounts. Now, elsewhere, it's going to be more of a banded snow, I think. Now, maybe an inch or two here across the I-80 corridor. We'll be blowing and drifting here. Again, this will probably be more of a banded snow. It's hard to pinpoint. Maybe an inch or two here up around the Cody area. Now, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up here. Now, areas east of the divide will be dry, at least I think through Sunday. Now, there is a chance, once the cold front comes through, we get a little jet energy coming in here, where we could see some banded snow set up. Now, some models are putting it up in this area. Some places are putting it down here across central Wyoming. So we have a lot of uncertainty if that sets up and where it's going to set up. These are hard to pinpoint a day out. We're still, 4 or 5 days out, so can't give you any details there. I just want you to be aware of that in case you see something on Monday. Then the most likely accumulation we'll see, pretty much the middle ground, anywhere from about 12 to 18 inches across the western valleys. Highest amounts, as you can see, anywhere from 2 to 4 feet across the higher elevations of the Teton, Salt Wyoming Range, portion of the Wind Rivers as well. 6 to 10 inches across South Pass, about 5 to 10 around Pinedale, 2 to 4 around the Big Piney area. East of the divide, we're probably not looking at much, maybe 3 to 6 here across higher elevations of the Bighorns, but most areas east of the divide, unless we get some banding to set up, not looking for a major storm here, maybe a coating to an inch or two. And our resources here, you want weather, just go to our website, weather.gov/RAW. And for road conditions, I'll say it again, don't call us for road conditions, go here. You go right to the source here. On the web, just go to wildroad.info. On the phone, 511 in-state, 188 Wild Road out of state. Be safe, everybody, and enjoy your day.